Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the El Paso County Event Center underway here from El Paso, Texas, as the Rhinos take on the New Mexico Ice Wolves in the second game of this big doubleheader in the South Division. El Paso takes over second place with a 2-1 win over New Mexico last night, but it's all for naught if they can't hang on and win again tonight with Setapani. Rhinos are going to get that and off on a run. Oh, trying to push that one to the left. Bergner couldn't find his man on the left side. Good sticks by the Ice Wolves prevent what could have been a breakaway. Nitre to dump it in, picked up by Sean Smith in behind. Looking for Hess, the lead pass will work its way around. Logan Hughes puts a stop to it. In a scramble, the pass out is going to go in. It deflects off of Hughes and simply done. Yorimo trying to center it. Hughes, it deflects off his stick. He got caught in no man's land. Tried to play the puck. Nobody in Sun City jersey yellow was there. Costomo on the draw for El Paso, trying to get a hold of that. It's fired around the boards. Nitre giving chase, but it's New Mexico to bring it up. Oh, good check by Nitre and into the corner. Brought down by Stanley Hubbard. Hubbard from his knees makes the pass, and it'll come around and out. Moskvitin lost a handle on it. Steven, he's done a great job, Steven. He's poking the puck away. Excellent stay-at-home work so far. And has jumped into a couple of plays when needed. Here's Pye. Brought down, again Hubbard. Into the corner, chased by Nitre. Nitre's going to chase him off the puck. Puts it up the wing, not cleared. Shot is well wide, McGilvery. Steven puts a stick in. Back out it comes, Hugo. That pass goes all the way to the neutral zone. Swung through, it's offside. Delayed call, Brock Fairbanks handling all the way through. In net tonight for El Paso. That is a penalty coming up. Oh, and unsportsmanlike. Wow, and it's a separate penalty. It's 5-on-3 hockey here for El Paso. Okay, so it's not a 10-minute misconduct. It's a bench minor for unsportsmanlike. And the Rhinos, here's Hunka. The shot deflected, brought back and cleared away. Nicely done by the Ice Wolves. Stanley Hubbard standing his ground. They'll get in a quick change. Actually, no, they'll keep him out there for now. In pretty quick. Farmer along with Guile and Hubbard. Here's Hunka. 5-on-3 hockey for a full 2 minutes, 30 seconds into the man advantage. Two-man advantage, that is. Into the corner, Kaiser. Up top to Hunka, trying to bring it down. A golden opportunity for El Paso to get back into this one. Here's Hunka. Looks his way through. He scores! Through a pair of 5 holes. We're even at 1. We're tied at 1. That was just the break El Paso needed. Still 34 seconds in the man advantage. Here's Kaiser. Kaiser gets the feed, the backhander back, and nets off the pegs. And now we've got a tussle. No love lost between these teams. Big checks. That'll come out to Smith. Gets it cleared. Nolan Smith trying to bring it up. It's checked away. Pye to bring it down. Nice slide move to get loose, but couldn't handle the puck. Had to contend with 2 Rhinos coming down the pike. And now Pye getting wrapped up with Troy Hunka. On the draw with Jake Casey. The puck dangles there. Who's going to pick it up? That's Hunka. Swept around, Shore. Left side for Neely. Neely to Hunka. Hunka will drop it. In behind, good chase here. Wolcott trying to sweep it up to Hunka. Can't make the pass connect. And having a lot to do with that is Nicholas Petkovic. Petkovic swept off the puck. Rhinos trying to work the forecheck here. Swing it back and low. Sean Smith to pick it up. And he'll bring it out himself. 23 seconds in the period. Smith trying to dangle. Neely in front of him. Not able to clear it. Petkovic off the puck a little bit. Touched back. Brought down by Fairbanks. Good stick to poke it away, Tommy Shore. That'll get the change in for El Paso. Sean Smith, Fairbanks. 5 seconds left, and that's going to do it for period one. And that will be that. We skate another minute and 4 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey to begin the second frame, but we are tied at 1 after our first 20 minutes of action. Welcome back, everybody. It is El Paso Rhinos hockey. We continue to skate 4-on-4 to begin the second frame. Takes as much time as he can before he gets into the blocks. That's wise. Here's Neely to send it around. Troy Hunk will get it cleared. Muscatine, Rhinos are going to get the change in. So good break up there by El Paso. Off the draw, comes to Fairbanks. Nice saucer to Earl. Rhinos with him step for step, though. Here's Gregoire. Gregoire, Earl. Fairbanks actually challenging. Fairbanks, the shot is in! Rhinos give it up again from beyond the end line, and two huge mistakes have cost El Paso. 2-1, New Mexico. Good extended foray into the attacking zone by El Paso. Can they keep it up? Here's Patolny. Steven. Through the screen, that's off of Kaiser's skates. Bounced out high, not cleared, but picked up. And here's Edberg to swing it in, line change coming. Good forecheck by El Paso. Steven to skate it down, puts it up the left wing side. Patolny, 2-on-none. Honka, Patolny scores! Caught him on the change, and the Rhinos breaking it uncontested on Jackson Silverberg. A beautiful last-second pass, unselfish from Troy Honka. Back to Jackson Patolny, and the Rhinos have found an answer. Muscatine from the point has a second try, deflected up high. Hughes has that one cleanly. And some pushing and shoving as Steven making sure everybody's cleared away from the crease. Especially not with crowds like this. Takes a little something different to want to do that, but these kids are a different level. And I say kids because I can say kids. Trust me when I say that. Here's Fairbanks. Brought over by Pye. That's sent in. Hughes off the pads. Pye puts it right back in. 3-2 Ice Wolves. On the carom, Hughes had the pad saved, but it kicked right to Nyan Pye, and all he had to do was touch it home. Sean Smith. Neely gets a stick to that. That bounces off of Tommy Shore right at the net. He'll send it across. Neely in front of that. Max Young dumped in low, sent around the boards by Logan Hughes. Bouncing puck. Rhinos trying to get it cleared away. Crease. From the crease, it's Tommy Shore. Kept on Edberg. Throws it across. Karam's for Harold. Sidesteps the pressure. Threads the needle. In tight. Covered by Hughes with Max Young at the crease. And of course, any sticks near your keeper, and your goaltender. Somebody did some artwork with that Price is Right poster. Good bounce here, Laviolette. Missed it wide up and over. Laviolette trying to gain that, keep it, and that's not a penalty. In the neutral zone. A little scrum for the puck. It was loose. Laviolette taken down. Hada will send it in on the bounce. Silverberg plays it. Leaves off for Muscatine. And here come the Ice Wolves. Hada. Loose of Laviolette. Swept in. Sloan Farmer giving chase in the other corner. Brock Fairbanks. Fairbanks pinned along the boards with 20 seconds left in the frame. The shot is wide. Off the back glass by Guile. Nyan Pye skipped away from him to Diego Hada. Not cleared. Pye to stay on it. Pye bodied against the boards by Murray. Murray and Pye That's swept loose. Pye just trying to gather, and that's going to do it for period 2. Back to your corners, gentlemen. As you were. Welcome back, everybody. It is the El Paso County Event Center. Duke Keith along for the ride with you. Rhinos trailed this one 3-2, headed into the third and final period of regulation. Smith will skate it down, gets the stick. El Paso. It's chopped down. Jace Erickson turns it back for Fairbanks. Erickson up and in. Around the end boards. With position, Andy Earl. Can't get the help in time. That pass deflected and low. Got Jackson Porco trying to clear. Oh, that's stolen away. Pye, great job. He scores! Nyan Pye from the blue line skates in, steals the puck away from a Rhinos attempted clearance, and rifles its skate low on Logan Hughes. To the far post, it's 4-2 New Mexico. On the draw versus his opposite, number 9, Jake Casey. Casey's going to get the stick to that, but it's the Rhinos who control off the draw, the turn, the fire. That's deflected. New Mexico has been in front of everything El Paso's wanted to do, and here's Casey loose up the right wing. Giblin gets back in time. Casey behind the back to Petkovic. Taken into the boards. That's going to be a penalty on El Paso. A little overextension by Simon Neely is going to go into the box, I believe, for boarding. Well, El Paso's going to have to fight down a man 2 if they want anything from this match, from this game. Up the left wing side, here is Malyashev. Malyashev takes his own dump in. Off of Steven. Trying to clear the zone, kept in by Harold. Kept on by Malyashev. Malyashev to Steven, and he's on a run. Alexander Steven weaves his way through, and then has to leave it off behind. Poked off the puck by Harold. Fairbanks fires it into the corner. Picked up by Edberg. Taken on the carom. Here come the Rhinos trying to find Wolcott. Honka, that's broken up by Harold. Kept on El Paso. Trying to force the issue. Wolcott 1 against 3. Finally has to give off to Harold. Cohen Harold. Edberg fires it around left to right. Good poke away. El Paso getting the clearances, but still down a man, 50 seconds remaining. There's Wolcott. Good job by Casey to skate wide. He'll bring it in. Fires it. That's deflected wide. Oh, that's dangerous. And Hughes has to cover off of Hada. Rhinos trailing down a man by 2. Trailing by 2, down a man on the New Mexico power play. Crossing, it'll be brought up by Sean Smith. Smith from the corner. Ice Wolves have just done a great job dotting their I's and crossing their T's tonight, especially playing with a lead most of the evening. Here's Pye. Back to Smith. Low. Hubbard. Fired it in. It's for the goal right at the crease. It's 5. Jake Casey. Last minute pass by Hubbard, and it's a power play goal for the Ice Wolves. Sake of keeping the clock moving, they will. Here's El Paso up the left wing side. Good steer, good shot. Fought off by Silverberg, point blank off the stick of Murray. Murray did such a good job to get loose right there in the crease, but can't solve Silverberg, who's largely been outstanding tonight. Off of 22 Rhino shots, Steven through the screen off of Petkovic's skates. That's the story of the night. Bounced out, center ice, Steven sweeps it down, Costomo. 23 seconds left in this one. Slid up the ice, here's Honka. Costomo looking for Honka, swept off. Everywhere El Paso's gone, they've had an escort. Here's Farmer back the other way. The final 5 seconds of this one. Yuko to the corner, and that's going to do it. A convincing 5-2 New Mexico Ice Wolves win to split the series at 1 game apiece and give New Mexico second place back in the South Division.